threat of disaster is never pleasant.
Welcome to the Casual Preppers podcast.
These safety measures are essential.
The only place for prepping, survival, and entertainment.
This will be your source of survival instructions and information. Every member of the family must be coached in the business of survival.
Here are your hosts, Cam and Kobe.
I'm having a hard time starting. Oh my god. The Charles had a good warm up.
Oh my gosh.
It just, I don't know.
I should have probably waited another minute or
It goes in
so.
the weirdest places.
I should have waited at least one more minute before we got going, but oh well.
It happens.
We're ready for the questions.
Charles
today.
was ready for the questions.
Today it is Mindless Banter 116 Q&A.
Going a long time.
Woo-wee. I know, that's a lot of episodes, ain't it? But it's Q&A. We didn't have one a couple weeks ago, so we're excited that we have one now.
Yeah,
Right?
we are. And so before we get into it, let's talk about silver-line medical care.
Yeah, maybe that you should do a Charles Habgood for all the Preppers Medical Handbook.
I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
Charles Habgood recommends
Yes.
the Preppers Medical Handbook.
Charles Habgood.
Good old William W. Forney. So, you guys, if you haven't picked this book up yet, you're probably going to die.
Do it.
Because it is the ultimate medicine and survival book out there.
For
it really
preppers.
is. It's easy to read. It helps you identify and take care of those medical problems you're going to run into in a survival situation. It also can help you build your own FAQ, which we talked about, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, not too long ago.
So get the book. It'll help you. It's a guideline.
That might have been last week. Frick, man.
I don't know. It's all the same.
Time flies when you're
But get your Prepper's Medical Handbook at preppersmedicalhandbook.com. Or go to amazon.com.
Yeah.
And you're going to be completely set if you get this book, I'm telling you.
You got to get it.
Charles Habgood approved.
Stamp of approval, Charles Habgood. Yeah.
So,
You guys sent in a bunch of great questions.
yeah, it's been a little gap since our last one because we had a filler.
Yeah, we did. We had a little filler episode because I was gone. But here we are. We're back. We're ready to do it. Let's get rolling. The first question comes from Mighty Overlander.
Mighty Overlander.
He's the Mighty Overlander.
Yep.
What is the most common non-apocalyptic emergency do you see that most people are unprepared for? That's actually a really good question.
It is a good question.
And
I
I think-
kind of feel like the answer is probably the same.
Yeah.
Mostly.
I think so too. Yeah. So there was two of them that I was kind of going back and forth on. The first one is financial preps.
Right.
Again, I keep coming back to that statistic that we talked about on some episode a long time ago that it was 57% of Americans can't come up with $1,000 in an emergency.
Yeah.
That is not good.
Yeah.
And if
They
you
say
can't-
less than 40% would come up with 500 or something like that. This is crazy.
Like, it's insane. And I get it. It's tough, right? I mean, a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. But when you look at that, when you're trying to be prepared, I feel like that's where you should start. Like, a lot of people are like, no, I need to get my Sawyer Mini. I need to get... Like, no, man, just start with...
Some backup funds.
Some backup funds because that's
Emergency
going to...
fund.
Yeah, it's so incredibly important. And then the other one is health, right?
Those two play like off each other.
They do.
The health problem I put like significant health problem because it'll destroy you in our country.
Yeah.
Like you have a major health problem or even going to the ER takes
Oh my
25
gosh.
years to pay it off.
Dude, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I went to the ER like 2 years ago. I just barely finished paying it off.
Yeah, it's crazy how
It's
expensive.
for
like,
some, it was, what was it? Oh,
our
it was,
country is outrageous.
it was, kidney stones. I was only there for like 2 hours or something. And it was insane.
It's insane.
Thousands of dollars, right?
Yeah.
But,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, like and a lot of the times that's why like your emergency fund's probably going to be used for a health issue. A lot of times.
Unfortunately, that's the case, right?
And so, but then there's other things, house and vehicle and,
Yeah.
and things like that. So, yeah, I agree. I mean, that was the same too. I think financial and health.
Yeah, they're both tough ones too.
For
That's the hard
sure.
part. Is they're not easy.
Yeah. And then insurances, they help you out a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You pay what, like $20,000 a year and then they
Yeah.
make you meet a deductible and then they'll only pay like 60%. I'm like, man,
Yep.
what a genius company. Like,
Oh man,
somebody sure learned how to
they figured it out.
swindle people.
Yeah. So,
anyway.
that was a good question,
That was a
Mighty
good one.
Overlander.
This one is Lost Revenge Chronicles.
Raven. I think it's Raven.
Lost Raven Chronicles. I'm trying to blend it all.
It sounds like
Lost Raven.
a young adult fantasy book or something. The Lost Raven Chronicles, Book 1.
Yeah. Tap, tap, tap. Little bit of
Tap, tap.
Edgar Allan Poe in there.
Yeah, that's what the Raven. Yeah, I get.
How often do you find yourself using your preps for more of an everyday self-reliance sort of situation? I mean, I don't dip into my preps on a daily basis. I try to avoid doing that. But there's things that my knives I carry and use like daily.
Yeah, exactly. That was the one that came to mind.
Battery
for me.
packs, like a lot of times, like I'll use like those backup battery packs when I'm like, I don't want to plug my phone in. I want to keep doing things, and so like there's the EDC stuff for sure.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
beyond that, I don't know. Do you use?
I mean, toilet paper.
Oh yeah, got to use it. I don't use that all the time.
No, but I mean, I can tell you how often. Like my wife's like, I had to take some toilet
Yep.
paper, and I'm like, oh.
Yep.
She's like, I promise, I'm going to replace it. Like I don't like doing it, but it's nice that it's there when the time comes.
Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
don't have to.
You don't have to rip up a
You don't take the
magazine.
horse into town to get more TP.
Yeah, exactly. What was the thing? Nah, we had some weird horse jokes back in the day too, didn't we? Oh man.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I think that's the thing. If you build a really nice EDC kit, I mean, that's what you're building it with is those things that you use every day.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. I mean, everyday carry. That's that's the everyday self-reliance side of it, and that's definitely preps for me.
But food storage, I need to be better at cycling. Plus, I'm not going to crack open a bag of 5-year shelf life stuff.
Yeah, I rarely ever get into like the 25-year shelf life stuff just because I know, I've tried enough of it to know what it is and how good it is, and I don't want to waste it.
Yep.
I just don't.
Yeah. And that, like, here's a interesting, like, thought of, like, okay, you got your 25-year shelf life stuff, and it's expired. Do you throw it out?
Yeah.
Or do you just leave some of it and say, if worst comes to worst, maybe I'll use it and see if I get sick?
I think it depends on your situation. Yeah. I think it depends on the amount of space you have. It depends on your budget.
Yeah.
If
all
it's
a tuna can that's now a metal ball, you probably don't want to crack it.
You crack that old when you're going to die.
But some of that powdered stuff, it's like like a basic mix of macaroni. I don't know that I'd be too worried about if you really had to.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I'm gonna pawn off on people.
Yeah, that's what
you
you're
need
gonna get.
stuff. Here's this.
That's your
Expired,
decoy.
Yeah,
your decoy stuff.
55 years ago.
Yeah. Andrew Leonards, he says, when it comes to home maintenance skills, what areas are you sufficient and where are you lacking? How important are these types of skill sets for being prepared?
My wife asked me the same questions when we were dating.
Yeah.
She's like,
I know. I think I had my wife fooled that I was much better at this stuff. Because my dad is like, he's so good at all this stuff.
My dad's the same way. I'm like he just has so many skills. Like, I feel like he can just do anything.
My dad can build anything. He can pretty much fix anything. And my wife's like, oh, well, that must have transferred onto his son. But no, that did not. Like, I can do like some really basic stuff, like with carpentry, because I've done a lot of that with my dad, obviously. But it's really basic. And then I used to set tile help set tile for a long time. So if there's tile that needs to be set, that's something I can do.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got you there.
I'll
boy.
cover you.
But if it's like electric or plumbing, I'm just like, no.
Yeah,
I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I like the carpentry stuff. I'm not good at. Repairing walls, framing, stuff like that. If there was an apocalypse and my wall started falling, this is going to become a studio apartment.
Yeah.
I'm not
We're just
putting
going to take
anything
these
back
walls
up.
out.
Yeah, put them in the fire.
Yeah.
We're not going to rebuild. Yeah. So I'm not good at that stuff. I have, like, learned how to do plumbing and stuff. I mean, it's gotten easier with the new stuff, like the piping and all that. It's not like you're melting copper on
You got
pipe.
piping in your house?
Piping. What is that? What's
I got
that?
a new
Plex?
stuff.
Is that new?
Yeah.
That stuff that these. Anyways, so I've kind of learned to do that, and I have some tools to work with it. And I did work with my uncle, who was an electrician, for 3 years under him. So
When you were Corey? Was that the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other guys that worked with us thought my name was Corey.
Corby.
So I just went with it.
Corky.
Corey did it.
Probably.
But yeah, so some like opposite of you. You do carpentry stuff. So we work together to build apocalyptic housing.
And like I say I can do it, but it's funny because like I'm looking right now to build some built-in bookshelves in my room upstairs.
Yeah. Yep.
And I got my dad coming to help me with it. Just because like he's so much better at it. Like it's gonna look
Your
1,000 times
time
better.
will be cut
yeah.
more than in half.
And it's just like he looks at it, he gets all excited, and he's like, ooh, yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
He starts writing it down and drawing stuff, and I'm like,
my dad's the same way.
I'm like,
All right,
how
get your
quick
shirt off. We're gonna get this done.
take off your shirt, Corey. We're gonna do this.
But there's things that I do, on a daily, or not on a daily, but even just like changing oil and doing those things. I'm like, I need to get my kids involved in it so they at least know how to do it.
Yeah.
Because my dad was one to just do it.
Yep.
And chew me out for not doing it.
I know.
But not show me how to do it.
I was thinking about that the other day. None of my kids have ever mowed the lawn. And I'm
Yeah,
like, they don't even know how to mow the lawn.
They always want to jump on our riding lawnmower, but they don't want to mow.
My kids are all girls, so it's a little bit different. I'm like, do I really want my
I have no
girls?
excuse. I'm just letting them be lazy.
So anyways, I do need to think about that.
Anyway.
Thanks,
Andrew.
And
he's like, I got one up on all of them.
Yeah.
I'm way better
I
at all
guarantee he's building his own house with his bare hands.
I'm sure. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
Yep.
Ragnarok.survival.actual.
Not fake.
I don't remember this one. It's the whatever apocalypse you want, and you made it to a bunker just in time. You managed to grab one type of alcohol or non-energy drink beverage, one music album, and one game, board, tabletop, or computer. That you will have for the next 6 months. Woo! What did you choose? P.S. Love the show. You guys rock. Please work on the Aussie accent.
I know. We do
Those
need
are
to work
tough.
on. They're not easy. Well, I just don't do them that often. We probably need to just work on it. Get together, work on some accents.
Fly us out there and we'll learn how to do it.
And you bring us out there, we'll learn from the best.
Yeah.
This is a great question. First off, I don't drink alcohol, so that beverage is not going to be alcoholic. It's probably going to either be like plain old fizzy water, which again grosses people out to no end, but I love it.
What's your fizzy water?
It's my fizzy water, or just like a Coke Zero.
Yeah,
because a good classic Coke Zero, it makes me happy.
It's good.
It really is.
I have Coke on mine. Probably any type of Coke besides. I just don't like diet. It tastes.
You don't
weird.
like Diet Coke?
I don't.
You can get used to it though.
I think I would. Yeah, I've drank it.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know. Yeah, that's a good one.
But then for an album, I don't know. That was tough. There's a lot of different things, but I'm like, I like the Matchbox 20's first album. Like anytime it comes on, I'm like, this is a good album.
That's a great album.
I have quite a few of those that I'm like,
there's like 5 or 6 singles off of that sucker.
Yeah, I like the Matchbox 20 first album. It always takes me back.
Yeah.
Or George Strait Greatest Hits or something like that.
Ooh, yeah.
And then for a game, I'm gonna go with Age of Empires.
That's funny.
Age of
Empires,
and true. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something that I think is easy to play and replay. So it's like I could burn some time.
Oh
Just
yeah,
something as simple.
That's
as
the
that.
kind of game you need to pick. Is the one that can just burn time
that you've done. And you're still
Mhm.
interested in even doing it.
Yep.
At this time in your life.
Yep, absolutely. No, those are good ones. So for me, the music album, it's probably going to be Third Eye Blind's self-titled release that came out in '97. I literally
That was a great one. I used to mow lawns with that one,
dude.
Skipping all the time with my CD player.
Yeah, every song is a banger on that album. I don't care what anyone says, and if you don't. Like, if you only know Third Eye Blind from Jumper, you really got to go into their deep catalog and listen because they are insanely talented.
So what's the song on the 97 one, if it's the right one?
Yeah, Semi-Charmed Life.
Yeah, right.
Jumper. All those. But those are like not even the best songs on the album.
Yeah,
Motorcycle
you've always liked
Drive-By.
them, huh?
Yeah, so good. So anyways, but again, there's probably 5 or 6 albums like that I could do. Like, again, I love some like 90s country as well. It's like Garth Brooks or something.
A lot of 90s.
Give me that
across the board
stuff
had
all
good stuff.
day long. Some
All
old school
genres.
Garth Brooks. Or,
Garth Brooks is great.
I even really love the Beatles. Give me some Queen, some the Police stuff, like some older rock like that. I really like.
I liked Creedence Clearwater. And I used to listen to them
Creedence. New stuff. The 1975. I really like. The Killers. I really like.
Killers is good.
There's a lot of good stuff, but I'm probably going to go back to the tried.
That's probably where I'm going to go.
You know what I mean?
Stuff in that time.
Yeah. So if we go to the game for me, 100% this was the easiest one of all of it. Civilization.
Yeah.
I can literally get lost in that for probably 3 weeks straight, not have to use the bathroom or eat. Like, it is the craziest game. Like, it just sucks me in and I can't get out. It's like a vortex. Some sort of a wormhole that I go into and I can't get out of. Because I just think it hits on all the things I really love. You actually have to think about it. There's strategies. Obviously, there's simulation. There's war. There's
I think
all this other
Total
stuff.
War is similar,
Yeah.
but it's more on the battlefield,
Yep.
so it's not as much as the civilization stuff.
Yeah, so like civilization.
That's another one that I could probably, if I had a copy of like Rome Total War, I'd probably just play that off.
Play
and
that a
on
long
forever.
time. Yeah, I mean, you could go with a classic like DayZ or something like that, but I feel like
The shooters, I don't know.
it doesn't. The
It'd
replayability
be terrible
isn't
to
the
play
same.
DayZ in the middle of like a
Yeah.
apocalypse.
This
You're like,
feels
that's all
too real.
I got.
Yeah, this sucks.
I just
Yeah.
did this yesterday.
Exactly. That was a good question, man.
Yeah.
That was a really
Yeah,
good
that's a fun
question. Dan Marino, 1929. I have no idea what that name is supposed to mean.
He was
Dan
born
Marino.
in 1929. This guy is probably not 1929 that's doing social media.
I wouldn't think so. I don't know if he just likes that year.
I don't know.
I don't know. Was that the stock market crash of 29?
I'm
Wasn't it?
curious now. What is it? When were the Dolphins? When did they become a team?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question, but maybe it doesn't have anything to do with Dan Marino.
Nope.
Maybe that's his
founded
real
in
name.
'66.
See, yeah, I don't understand what the 1929 is.
I don't know. That's a good one.
What significant happened in 1929? Was that the stock market crash?
Right before,
Or was that earlier?
I thought it was earlier.
Or was that No, maybe. Man, I don't know. My history's getting fuzzy later in my years.
Wall Street crash, 1929?
1929. See, yeah. So I don't know. Doesn't make any sense.
I thought it was earlier than that, but I guess
It was right after World War One.
Yeah.
Ish times.
the Great Depression. Great year to pick
Yeah.
for your.
Well done. Anyways, what's a skill that you wish your spouse would learn or even be interested in the most? That's a good question
That
there.
was a good question.
So I went, and again, honey, I know she's listening. I'm not saying that this is what you should do. I'm saying I had to pick something. So this is what I came up with. Okay. I'd love it if she was super into like gardening and canning.
It's a good idea.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I feel like it's such a great thing to do, but I just can't make myself like
think-
get
yeah.
into it. I want to, but it's not my
There's
thing.
a lot of work involved.
Yeah, and I don't like
so
work.
I can understand
I don't like
why
work.
nobody wants to get into this.
Yeah, but that's if I was gonna pick something.
That's a
why
great
not?
one. That's a
Why
great-
not?
That's a great one.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said self-defense because I'm too lazy to learn it and defend my family. So if my wife was super into it, she'd just beat up on everybody.
That she
It'd
should.
be so unexpected.
Oh my gosh.
They're just like,
She's like a ringer, man. No one had
like,
any clue.
got guns on me, and she just freaking sweeps them and just
Yeah.
takes them out.
Ooh,
That would be
It's
awesome.
like a Laura Croft type
Right.
character or a G.I. Jane or a Sarah Connor
yeah.
kind of deal.
I
I'm trying
like
to think of
like the Laura Croft.
Laura
better. Laura Croft.
Is that what you're
The
going?
other two, I wasn't too
Weren't you?
aren't quite as hot.
You didn't like what the hell's her name?
Sarah Connor,
No, I mean Sarah Connor. She wasn't bad. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
but yeah,
I don't know.
she'd
Yeah,
be a tough
you,
chick.
You like
She'd
Laura
beat up on
Croft?
everybody.
Okay, that's good.
I'm like maybe financial investments and stocks because I haven't figured it out, and I'm too tired of stressing.
I don't think
over it.
that's ever gonna happen.
Yeah, but in reality, she'd probably what she would be interested in probably like cosmetology.
She's already interested
That's
in that,
true.
right? Like
That's
that's
she would just
already.
take it to the next level.
Wow, what's the next level? Do you know?
Only they know.
Only they know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's a pretty awesome question.
That's a
though.
good
I'm like,
question.
oh, yeah,
I like
it's a
that.
good
Yeah. Dan
one.
Marino.
I don't think they'll stick with it, but
No.
tall golf stud.
This is like a very like self-indulgent name to me. This is like
Yeah,
tall golf stud.
tall, handsome golf stud.
Rich. Just freaking good looking.
Tall, handsome dentist golf stud.
He's definitely a dentist. Definitely.
Oh man, yeah. Well, here's a very elegant question: what family member or friend would you send out of the house first to scavenge after SHTF?
Yeah.
I
man,
liked that one. That's a
tough.
good question.
It's a toughie.
I would not send my wife.
No.
Because she would be someone that would probably end up helping another group.
Enjoying
and
their
then
group.
she would call me and be like, "Hey, can you come over with the pickup and take their stuff to their compound?" And then when we get there, she's like, "You know what? Can you just take our truck because you guys need it more than like
Yeah.
all of it would just come apart if my wife were the one to go out and
And
do
it's
this.
like probably zombies, and she's like helping the zombies. Like,
they're just hungry.
they're hungry,
Let
aren't
them
you?
eat our kids."
Trip that little sucker. He's gonna eat him. Yeah.
So no. In reality, I don't have a big group. Probably just send Kobe out because
that's like
like-minded.
That's what I came down to too. Like honestly, if
we'll just
someone,
trade off.
If someone's gonna go scavenge, I think it would have to be me in my group. I can't think of it like I'm not gonna send my dad. I'm not gonna send my wife or my kids. Like
you just be the one to do it.
I'd have to be the one to go do it. Or like I said, if I can pick
Plus, you
a
need
friend,
time out and all that fresh air.
yeah, send Cam out there.
Yeah.
That's the only other person. I'm like, go get some stuff, bring it back.
We're going to scavenge, and we just go and do a podcast.
I know.
No one's listening anymore. Well,
we're gonna do it.
We got to
anyways.
do it. We got to do it.
Stay survived. Tall
So,
golf stud.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Tony 1040.
Yeah.
Yep. He says, I keep hearing the health benefits of a daily cold showers and ice baths, Wim Hof, Rogan, etc. Have you tried it? I was thinking it might be a good thing to experience before the grid goes down. That's actually not a bad thing to think about because
You can experience it easily.
yeah,
Just do it tonight.
And I'm just saying like to get used to it when there won't be any hot water would be a
That's
great
true. That does
benefit,
make a lot of
right?
sense.
That kind of makes sense. But yes, I have tried it. I actually honestly did like about a 6-month stint or pretty much every morning I was doing it. The last month or so I've slacked off a little bit because I went on vacation and I stopped. And so I haven't been doing it as
You
much.
felt that warm water again.
I know. I was like, what is
Is it nice?
What is this?
Yeah, you
so
stuck with it for a long time.
I did, yeah. And actually, like the benefits weren't like it wasn't like insane.
Yeah.
Right. The biggest thing to me
Grew a
was
thick black beard.
Yeah.
Chest hairs just coming in super.
Genitals
heavy.
are all the same size still. Like I feel like my mental capacity is the same.
Yeah.
Nothing where I was like, I gotta keep doing this. I'm still losing my hair. Like there's nothing that like really. The biggest thing to me was my moods in the morning. So it was like a huge like mental boost for about
good
2
wake up.
hours. For like 2 hours, I felt like I had a bunch of caffeine and my mood was just way better.
Yeah, I can
know what I
totally
mean?
see that.
And then just also
It makes sense, the long-term health benefits
Yeah.
of it. You know, it's like increasing your heart rate. So it's like, yeah. But, man, it's cold.
it's not easy to do.
I tried it for like 0.035 seconds. Like, as I'm turning off the shower, I'm like, that's too cold.
Yeah.
And got out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't disagree. It's just hard.
It is hard and it's never going to be easy. It's one of those things where it's like you're starting your day off doing something like that's hard. That's like okay, I beat the piss out of the cold shower.
Right.
I can go do something easy now.
I tend to shower in evenings more. I don't shower twice a day. And so that was another thing. I'm like, I don't really want to do a cold shower at night.
Yeah, you're better to do them in the
when
mornings.
I do them in the mornings, sometimes it's like, I like the warm waters.
No, I always would do warm water and then end with, like a couple of minutes of cold. Is usually
Makes
how it would
sense.
go.
Makes sense.
Not a bad thing to look at though, Tony.
But yeah, it's a good thing to get used
1040.
to.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
the tactical gingerella. The tactical
Gingerella.
gingerella. If you could adapt a superpower in SHTF situation, what would it be and why? I'm gonna mind control all the way.
That's a good one.
So you're just like basically controlling everyone. Go give me some loot. Go scavenge. Guard my house. Give me your guns.
Rub my feet.
Right.
Right?
All the stuff I can't do in marriage and around my family.
Yeah.
I would be doing it.
This
Kids,
is-
get your homework done.
Come home with some random dudes like rubbing your feet. And your wife's like, what's going on? Mind control, baby. You wait till
I
later
don't
on
do
tonight.
it on you. Don't worry.
Don't
about
worry.
it.
Don't worry. I don't ever do it on you.
Yeah. I have the respect.
Yeah. I'm right respect for this wedding ring right here. I don't even mess with it, Yeah.
What would you like to make dinner tonight?
I was thinking about steaks. Oh, you too? Oh, that's great. That's great.
I thought so.
I thought so. You want to play some video games after too? I was thinking. Oh, you want to do that as well?
You want to roll around in bed later?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Okay.
that's great. We're
I don't
thinking
even
the
have to
same.
do mind control
Yeah.
because we're on the same page.
See, babe, this is why I don't need this. You and I are we're on the same wavelength.
It's just great.
This is great. Yeah.
So,
No, I don't mind if you take your shirt off. I don't mind at all. Just go cook.
You control my mind right now.
Yeah, geez.
Controlling other things.
You get this superpower as well? Jeez. Crazy.
That's true. That's when you lose mind control.
I know.
There's a moment there where I
Yeah.
just lose all control.
I went with teleportation. You know, I feel like
That would be another great thing.
Never get caught in a riot. Never get
Nope.
like caught by a roving gang of gangsters,
Right.
or something. Like you're just
You can
teleport
do
wherever
so
you
much
want.
stuff. You know, try and fly a plane when you never have. You know what? This didn't work out. Just teleport on the ground.
I think I've done that before in like GTA or something. You
Yeah.
know.
Most of my dreams involve some teleportation.
Yeah, so I think I would go with teleportation.
That would be a fun one.
I think if you had mind control, I had teleportation, we'd rule the world.
We would.
Can you imagine what the world would be like after a month?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah. It'd be amazing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no doubt. I got to tell you about Nutrient Survival, Cameron. It is made with real ingredients made in America to keep Americans healthy, strong, and alert. Perfect for today, ready for anything ahead, from hearty, delicious entrees and nutrient-dense snacks to immunity-boosting drinks and strength-building shakes, each with 40 essential nutrients available in handy singles, daily use pantry packs, durable cans, and 3 to 90-day survival kits, keeping your world safe and your body in peak condition. This isn't your cheap, empty-calorie, bland food storage. This stuff actually has nutritional value. And in a situation like an SHTF situation, you need nutrition. You don't want just garbage going in, right? Check out their new NREs, Nutrition Ready to Eat. They're fantastic. Head over to nutrientsurvival.com. Use our code CASUALPREPPERS. You're going to get 10% off your order. And that's fantastic.
It is fantastic.
Cam, this is the stuff you want for your long term.
Right.
No doubt this is what you should have as nutrient survival.
Yeah.
I have
Not
no
only-
doubt. There's no doubt in my mind.
No, I agree. It's healthier than what we all eat.
Yeah. Yes. 100%.
So, is it me?
Yeah,
Chuckles
go for it.
wagon?
Yeah.
Chuckle swagger.
Chuck Lee Swagger.
Chuckle swagger.
Chuck Lee's.
Chuckly. Oh, yeah. Chuckly swag. Come on down. Get
Chuck
you some
Lee
boots. and a top hat. Or something.
And Chuck Lee Swagger.
It's a chuckle. Yeah, it's more like that. A chuckly swagger, boots and hats.
He's over here doing the Charleston, and he's doing the Chuck Lee Swagger.
Come on. Come on in.
Everybody do the Chuck Lee Swagger.
The chuckly swagger.
Sounds like some sort of like 1920s
Wow.
dance,
Yeah.
right?
She's doing the chuckly swagger.
Oh, look at her go.
She's showing her ankles, boys. She's showing her ankles.
Oh, check out those ankles.
I like me some cankles. Mm-hmm. All right, chuckly swagger. Me lords.
Okay, this is me lords.
Me lords. So I live in kind of rural area and have access. I like how I start and then just go back. Access to lots of land and hunting and general tomfoolery.
There's a lot of tomfoolery going on, my lords.
In y'all's opinion, what would be better, a four-wheeler or a side-by-side for non-standard bug-out, bug-around utility type vehicle?
Bug around.
It's a bug around.
We're gonna go bug around.
You don't want to bug in, you don't want to bug out, just bug around.
You just everywhere. You in, you out. You're just around.
Ain't nobody know where you live, you just bug around.
We should do an episode on bugging around. We need a bug around bag.
Yeah,
All right, get your bug around bag, boy.
it's kind of a little hodgepodge of everything.
Yeah.
I'm considering one, but there's so many options and models. Love you long time.
We love you long time.
We love you long time. Tomfoolery.
You tomfoolery, my lords. Bug around bags
So
for
much
everybody.
random stuff in this
No,
sentence.
this guy's schizophrenic. It feels like a little bit.
Okay.
Look, I don't know. I go with three-wheeler. I'm going with option C.
That's the best option.
I want you to die.
Yeah, first ride. Get your bug out bag on, just tip over.
Cam and I were talking about that the other day. We're talking about the movie or something where the kid.
It's American Anthem.
American Anthem. I don't know why I
American
said it
Anthem.
that way. Yeah, American Anthem. Look, as much as I harp on him, I think I would go with the side-by-side.
Yeah. It kind of
Overall.
makes more sense.
You have more protection from the elements. Like you could put the top on, you know.
I'm sure you can order bulletproof glass on them.
Yeah.
You get about everything.
Yeah, full show.
Yeah.
You can pretty much go anywhere a four-wheeler can. I mean, really, those things these days are just like insanely
Yeah.
good. You can take more gear and more people with you as you're bugging around.
Sure can.
Also easier for going faster speeds. If you go fast on a four-wheeler, you're always just a little bit scared. You know what I mean? You got that thing like
Where's that fence line?
top down, and all of a sudden you hit a ditch or something you didn't see coming.
Yeah, you have a seatbelt on in side by side.
Yeah.
Well, no one wears them, but
Yeah.
you can have a seatbelt on.
Mine says Trump 2024 all the
Yeah.
way down that sucker.
Yeah,
Seatbelt.
yeah, it's got red and white coming
Red-
up on the
red and
LED lights.
Please, Kid Rock, won't you plug it in
Yeah,
right away?
Yeah, it probably is the better all around bug around vehicle to get that side by side. But and I'm still going. I still prefer a 4-wheeler.
Okay,
it's fun. I like that breeze in my face.
Yeah, you do.
And they can maneuver a little better through like forested areas and things like that.
Yeah.
A lot nowadays, even around here, they've like downed trees to block like paths that side by sides have been going on. So in reality, I just want a big wheel.
Yeah.
That's the best thing.
That's what you want.
Because you can put a rack on the back. You can have somebody on front with a rack on the front.
Ooh, racks on racks on racks.
But I mean, that's the thing that you want to get around.
Okay.
But if you're just bugging around, doing whatever you want, side by side's probably better.
Hey, babe, we're going to bug around.
They cost too much, man.
They do. All of it does.
And I really think a 4-wheeler's funner.
Okay.
But your kids are more likely to roll them and kill themselves.
Yeah, I've rolled it so many
times.
times. You know how many times I've rolled a 4-wheeler?
Me too.
I've rolled it more than I've not rolled it.
I know. There's not one 4-wheeler on our farm that the handlebars are straight.
I know.
Like most
the brakes are all jacked
they
up.
look like a Harley. Just like riding with the handlebars pointing towards you.
I was friggin'. We had a 4-wheeler. At
all
one
the
point.
plastics busted off the top of them.
I rolled it like 100 times. We had this like a couple of dirt hills in our backyard. I rolled it like 100 times.
Anything to roll them.
Like, why did my dad let me keep driving it? I don't even know.
Hope we get pinned under there. Sick of that kid.
Hope that little bastard don't wake up next time.
Yeah, we've rolled plenty.
Yeah.
On the farm.
This one comes from Le Rogero.
Ligero.
Le Rogero. Le Rogero, right?
Yeah. The Kia Loregaro.
Loregaro. I want to buy 250 meters of barbed wire so I can close off / reinforce my windows if shit hits the fan. But my girlfriend looks at me like I'm wearing a tinfoil hat with a Nerf gun preparing for an alien invasion. What to do?
Don't buy 250 meters of barbed wire.
Loregaro.
Yeah, Loregaro.
Well, honestly, that is a bit extreme, bro. 250 meters, and what? He must be British.
Yeah.
Meters?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's like 5,000 feet, I think.
I don't even get that. How many miles is that?
Yeah.
How many Trump flags end on end is 250 meters? Because I don't get it. How many pieces of bacon?
I want this yard to look like World War I. Yeah. Just a bunch of freaking wood and barbed wire.
250 meters?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird, bro. But here's the thing. Here's what you do.
This is the wrong podcast.
Here's what I would do. Tell her you're going to build a fence out back.
Yeah.
I need 250 meters of the barbed wire.
We live in an apartment.
But honey, we live in an apartment on the 4th floor.
I need it.
You don't talk to me that way. The king doesn't have to put up with this. They got a king now, don't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do.
I think they have a king now.
That's right.
But here's what I would do, and I would say, okay, I'm gonna buy it because I'm gonna build a fence. I'm just gonna store it in the back, and then just never do the project. You know what I mean? For most guys, that's super normal.
In line with everything.
Yeah, exactly. So then you have it back there ready to go when the HTA.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you on this one. I didn't have any. I'm like, probably just get the tinfoil hat and the Nerf gun because that seems a little more like that she can work around that.
She can. It's something I can work with.
I like the barbed wire, man. That stuff is just a hassle when it's not.
At least it's not razor wire. Like that's
maybe that's what he wanted, but he's like, I can't afford.
It's like barbed wire. It's like not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
razor wire.
You know how many barbed wire fences I've crossed in my day? 1 billion.
Yeah. You know
razor wire.
You know how much clothing is on those barbed wire fences of mine?
So much.
You can like walk like I'm stretching them all the way out, and somehow like
your crotch
back pocket
always
catches.
gets it. Yeah, you about rip off a testicle every single time.
So good luck with that 250 meter.
Yeah.
I know no one will bother you. You're right. No one's going to go after you if you have that around.
No.
That's funny, though. Mm-hmm. Old Dad Killick.
I don't know. That's not funny, but Old Dad Killick.
Your pop's going to send a message to the casual preppers.
Yeah, Old Dad Killick says.
How would you network to find more like-minded casual preppers?
Whose house is that? That's Old Dad Killick's. Don't go on that yard.
Yeah.
Stay out of his property.
Yeah, he's mean.
Old dead Killick.
Dead Killick.
You be an old dead killer. Old dead Killick you. Killick you.
See, that Killick good. So how would you
I
network to
click you
find
up
more?
and down. I click you all night.
Clickety click, clicky lick. How would you find more a network to find more casual prepper style?
Yeah, dude. Our Facebook group.
It
is a
really
great
is
place.
only through that stuff because all the other preppers are not casual.
Yeah, our
Kick you.
all of our social media is a great place to meet people.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, I'm here to meet people like-minded like me. You know?
I just need a buddy.
Yeah. Old Dad Killick just wants some friends. You know?
Yeah. That's a good one.
That's a good one, yeah. Johnny 5 is alive. John 5 Live.
Okay.
John 5 Live. If you were stuck with
Weatherman. In Wisconsin.
John 5 Live.
Don't miss John 5 Live.
Yeah.
Get up-to-date weather reports and traffic conditions.
On the nines, John 5 Live. If you were struck with FAS, foreign accent syndrome, which accent would you want to be stuck with for the rest of your life?
That's tough, man.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know.
In reality, it's probably going to be just a redneck one
I
for
know.
me.
It
Like I'm just
probably-
going to default
that's true, huh?
and stuck with it.
Yeah.
But so I'd probably go like Irish or Scottish. They just sound like they're joking all the time.
They
like
do, huh?
they just seem like whatever they say is funny.
Yeah.
Swear words are funnier, jokes are funnier. So maybe Irish or Scottish.
Yeah, but could you imagine being a father and always sounding like you're funny?
Yeah.
Like when you're pissed off at your kids.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're just laughing at you. 'Cause you
Got
sound-
that?
Yeah, I don't even
I
want to try.
can't even try it.
I'm
Get
so
the lawn
bad.
mowed. I can't do it.
Like I could do it, but it takes me time. Like I have to listen to it and like, okay,
I always
try
have
it
to
a
do
few
like
times.
You always have to me like
I've seen me lucky charms, yeah. But I'm even then I'm not
Boys,
good.
get out there. I don't know how.
See,
yeah.
that sounded Russian almost with
Yeah,
Scottish.
it kind of does. I
Mixed.
can't do it very well.
Yeah, it's one of those that I have to hear it and then I can do it pretty good.
Yeah, you have
but
to listen to it for a while.
It just doesn't come to me like others do. No. That's why I said I'd probably have to go with Russian.
That's a good one.
Because like it's
That's a fun one.
It's classic. I feel comfortable with it. It's just like
It's-
it's yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I could do an impression instead of an accent, I'm going with Charles Hapgood.
For sure.
But here's the thing, it's not really an impression because we have no idea what this guy sounds like, what he
Charles
talks like. We're just hoping.
I know. It
In
sounds
our
a little
hearts.
something like this.
Yeah.
Charles Hapgood.
Charles Hapgood.
That is a great one. I would listen to that all day.
I would too, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
I said, though, in reality, I'd probably go with a British accent because
Oh.
then my wife, she'd be way more interested in me.
Oh.
She loves that British accent.
She does.
Not Charles Hapgood.
She likes those as like British shows, right?
Yeah.
She likes that 25 frames per
She does.
second garbage.
Yeah, she does. Yep, she does.
She does.
So,
Oh, okay.
she wishes I were British.
Johnny Fife is alive.
But unfortunately, she got redneck.
She did. She got like suburban redneck instead.
Yep, sorry about that.
Sorry about that, babe.
You made your choice.
Mm-hmm.
Did I read that?
No, I read down.
Riley Dutton.
Dunton.
Dunton. I always do that.
Dun.
Riley Dunton. Dunton. 2003.
2000. You think that's when they were born?
I don't know. I don't want.
I like to think so.
I really like to think you should that old.
20-year-old.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
This is a hip sentence we're gonna.
Right in a sweet spot for me. 20 years old.
Welcome to the group.
You want to rub my feet?
Riley Dunton. Okay. How do you prepare for reading a book you do not like, but want to finish it anyway? I am a completion freak, and this book may as well be in the trash.
Oh, man. I wonder what book you're reading.
That's-
Right.
yeah.
Dun.
I'm done with this book.
Dun.
I don't know. Granted, you don't want to pay more for the same crappy book, but maybe get it in the audio version. Listen to it like 2 times the speed. Pick up some of the details. Then you feel like you finished it. But
Sure.
you didn't have to suffer through
That's a way to go.
every individual word.
I get this because I used to be this way. Like, if I'm finishing this book, even though it's
I used to
garbage.
be that way too.
But, like, I read too much now to do
Well,
that.
no, I'm pretty good at just this sucks.
Oh, yeah. But lately, I've gotten really comfortable with just, like, not finishing the book. If I'm at page 100 and I don't like it, I'm putting it down. Like there's too many other good books out there.
Pretty good commitment to get to that far.
Yeah, but like sometimes like you got to get through the first third of the book before it gets like opens up and gets good. So if I get to page 100 and I don't like it, just put it down.
Yeah.
There's too many other good books.
Super interested in what book you got there.
I know, you got to let us know. Next at Q&A.
Yeah.
Let us know. Is it the Bible?
I don't thought about saying that, but you didn't want to.
Didn't want it. I said before, I knew you were thinking it. That's why.
I was.
I knew you were thinking it.
Is it a religious book? Because,
yeah.
C.E. Martin.
C.E.
He's got some good old books.
Carlos.
Oh, this one's yours.
Ernest.
Sorry.
Is it mine?
Mm-hmm.
C.E. Martin. Back in my USAF JROTC days, I saw a USAF film where pilots were undergoing survival training. Finale of the course was eating scrambled eggs and earthworms. Cam, would you eat a plate of scrambled eggs and earthworms if it meant you could be a fighter pilot? Kobe,
I'd do it.
Which would be worse, Mountain House scrambled eggs or real eggs mixed with earthworms?
I'd for sure try and eat that to become a fighter pilot.
I would
if it was that easy,
oh, yeah.
for sure.
I always got to eat this plate of food?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
easy.
done. Get me in the cockpit.
Yeah, kiss my rear end, Tom Cruise. Let me go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've obviously exaggerated how bad those Mountain House eggs were, and now it's a thing. Like, they're really, I mean, they're just not good. I just don't prefer them.
Sales have dropped since.
I know. I much prefer the nutrient survival eggs.
Oh,
like,
those are way good.
They are so good.
Yeah.
But I would probably still eat the Mountain House eggs before I'd eat it with earthworms. Just the thought of it.
That sounds so gross, but I'd try it to get in the, F-18 or something.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Brian Lapres.
Lapres.
Lapres. How long do you think you would survive in an end-of-the-world situation? Nothing nuclear, pandemic-wise, etc. Just a total grid shutdown, for example. That is super hard to say.
Yeah,
like
almost impossible.
With family support and the supplies I have, and I would think I could. I would think I could make 6 months.
Yeah,
I would think so.
Well, and it's hard to say.
Though.
Like, it's such a hard thing to say because what happens after 3 or 4 months? Do things get better? Do they?
If I'm
get
in
worse?
my house, like if I'm at my bug out location with the community that we have, I'm not like 6 months. I'm pretty confident.
True,
would be easy.
True. Like I say,
but it was like chaos and
If I realistically look at my supplies and my gear, it's like 3 to 5 months. I think. And obviously, I'm trying to build that up. I want like a solid 6 months, but so I'm gonna say realistically 4 months. But again, like I could definitely stretch that to 6 or 8 if I had to. Like it's just gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just gonna have to kill one.
Gonna have to kill one kid each month. I got 3.
Yeah, you're good.
I won't
keep
kill
one.
Them. I like them. They're cute.
Yeah,
I won't kill.
But that's super hard to say. I think. I mean, if I'm gonna be bugging in, not bugging around.
Yeah,
then I'm probably gonna be doing pretty good.
Yeah. This one came from Nick Borkle, the dog. Would you rather only be able to wear shorts every day or never wear socks again?
This one was pretty easy for me.
Yeah, me too.
I have to have socks, man.
Yeah, dude.
I love the socks.
I do too.
I used to wear flip-flops, but then I grew up.
Yeah.
So
I don't do no socks. I mean, I'll wear flip-flops. I wear flip-flops to the gym because that's kind of how you have to do it at jiu-jitsu. That's like the only place,
right?
Pretty much I wear. Right. Or if I'm like going to the beach or something, but even then,
right.
Even then, I'm putting socks on.
I swim with them.
I got water socks.
I leave my socks on for everything.
Yeah, in the bathtub,
everything,
in
the bedroom, the bathtub,
bugging around. You know,
you can just bug around the house a little bit.
Yeah,
got some socks.
Yeah,
but man, and the thing is, like, if I put anything on my feet without a sock, I just instantly create like mustard gas. Like, I don't know, it just stinks and
doesn't do well.
I gotta have those socks.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't particularly enjoy wearing shorts. Like I only wear them like a few times a year.
It's 1 billion degrees outside.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna do that before. Right. And speaking of shorts, now is the time of year to go to offthegridsurplus.com and get you some of them shorts. Their field shorts they're
the best.
The best.
They're the best.
They're the best shorts in the whole world. They really are, right?
Yep.
Was that French?
That was Count Dracula.
That was Count Dracula. I want to wear those shorts, huh?
Yeah. Those shorts are very nice.
Do not say blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to go to Off the Grid Surplus right now because their shorts, I'm telling you, they are the best shorts I've ever had. They are the only shorts I wear anymore. So, and they also have like the ones that I haven't tried yet are the over and out hybrid shorts.
Yes, we haven't tried these Off the Grid.
Listen to us, Off the Grid. We have
gotta
not
try 'em.
tried the over and
Yeah, I
out
love their shorts.
hybrid
Great.
shorts. I have a 30 waist. All right, little girly waist for me. Give me some of them.
I'm a big fat turd. I need 33s.
Cam needs a 38.
Belt's taller than... Yep.
Anyways, go to offthegridsurplus.com. Get you some friggin' shorts. Be the king of the beach, the king of the castle, king of bugging around.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Sit in that barbed wire wrapped house with your nice shorts on. I do love their shorts.
And your socks on.
Heck yeah.
Get them socks on.
Amen.
Amen, brother.
Thomas P. Enos.
The P. Enos, man.
When is the Altered Voice podcast coming out? Dang it.
Yeah.
I'll edit it for my wife.
Yeah. We keep threatening that we're going to do this podcast, right?
Yeah.
But we
It
can't
would
make
take-
ourselves do it.
It would take so much editing on Colby's end.
I don't think we would have to. I think we would just do it live.
Willy-nilly.
Yeah, I think it would just
It
be.
would take a lot of effort on my part to keep my wife from listening to it.
Yeah, we just
She would not be impressed.
just tell her she can't listen.
It's not me, it's Sasquatch.
No, it's like we also have to have like a good idea. Like, how are we going to do this? We just don't want us rambling on with stupid voices for an hour.
We do it easily, but I don't think anybody would
so
enjoy
easy.
it.
Yeah, like it would piss off half of the listeners. I think. Like, what is this garbage?
Seriously.
But it would be funny. I think our best option so far that we've come up with is using the Sasquatch voices and then just having Sasquatch complaining about life. Like we have two
Like we talked
Sasquatches.
about that.
Yeah.
End of that one episode. Yeah.
Like that's what we would do. I think. If we're
I
gonna-
said I'm going out.
yeah.
Always mumbling under his breath.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah,
one day.
we'd have to have something.
One day maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. This one came from Derek DeVries. 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 You've both mentioned the need to have a place to go where you bug out. Without having your own cabin land or even someone else's land that you're willing to share in a bug out scenario, what would you think is the best alternative option for bugging out? Even then, let's say your location is already taken in this scenario and getting it back is out of the question. Where do you go? By the way, thanks for recommending Lucifer's Hammer, and that's what inspired this question. Yeah, it was a great book, wasn't it? It is a good one. It's a great question. It is a tough one. It's not an easy question.
No.
Here's the thing. If you have public land near you, just take the time when you're camping or exploring to find some good places to go.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Because I know this gets really tough back east because public land is very sparse.
Yeah.
If
West
it-
Coast is that way too.
Is it? Yeah.
Oregon, you can't go friggin' anywhere without
geez, yeah.
getting in trouble.
Here in Utah, like it's like everywhere you go is public,
Yeah.
pretty much. So you can just go wherever you want. So I think it's a good thing to go camping, to go exploring, and finding places that check all the boxes when it comes to a bug out location. Is it away from people? Is it away from main highways? Does it have water? Does it have okay
Is there not a
security?
camper park there already this year for the rest of the season?
For the rest of the season, yeah. So I think that's the best thing you can do. You can't just find one spot. You're going to have several.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think we live in we live in a really fortunate area where there's a lot of different places that you could probably set up a little camp or your bug out location. But I mean, things that I would do is I wouldn't go extremely far from civilization.
No.
Like you're gonna have to either keep tabs on that or go back for supplies and things like that. And just like you said, it has to have all those things like water and good resource, good security, things like that. So
Yeah.
we got the mountains nearby. You can go out to the desert if you want to do that, and stuff like that.
I like it.
So we got a good area.
Yeah, for sure.
Karen L. Woodke?
What key?
What key is it, Bush?
Can get a door open. What key is it? Damn door won't open. What key is
What
it?
key do we push it? The prepper mindset versus non-preppers. How do they differ?
Differ.
Differ.
Oh,
One's smart, one's dumb. The end.
kind of true, right?
Yeah, I mean, when referring to the prepper mindset of our type, the casual prepper mindset, I think the big difference is they I go back to that girl that like did the interview with us, and we're like, and then she's like, I'm gonna go store a can of spaghetti or something tonight. And we're like, you idiot.
Yeah.
They just don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
Like they feel like we live in this perfect bubble that everything's safe forever. And hopefully it is, and it will be. But I think that's where they don't think of it as a possibility.
Yeah.
They're in that like normalcy bias, like everything will be fine no matter what.
Yep. That's the thing. I think preppers tend to think about the future in different ways than normal people do. The non-prepper mindset, right? We think about, okay, what's the worst case scenario? Okay, can I prepare for that in some way? Maybe it's not even the worst case scenario. It's like, what are the things that could happen that could make my life a living hell for a few days or a few hours or even a few minutes? And how do we think about being prepared for those? And it's just the idea of self-reliance that preppers think about as well, because most of the non-preppers, they think about, so you get into a pandemic or you get into something like that. Like, well, the government's going to, President
We live
Biden,
in a very like fortunate country. We will be fine.
No, that's not how you should be thinking about it, because there's a lot of situations where they wouldn't be available. They're crappy at their job as it is. Right. They're not going to be good at it in an SHDF scenario. So I think that's the difference, is thinking about those types of situations in a different way. Right.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Okay. Good.
So one is smart and one's dumb. That's what we
exactly. Yes. This one came from Patrick Grove. I am an Eagle Scout, and our troop goes camping Friday and Saturday all the time, but we normally don't do anything other than hike and fish on the Saturday. Is there something y'all would think would work better, like seeing who can start a fire with the stuff packed, or any ways to get them thinking about prepping more, not just as a camping getaway, like packing for a camp is the same as a bug out bag? Yeah. Buyout bag. Yes, it's a good question. Cam and I recently actually talked to a group that were sort of scouts. I mean, they were a young men's group, but basically
pretty much what
scouting
we're doing.
stuff. And we did something like that. We brought our bug out bags. We brought in a bunch of gear, and we talked about, what kind of gear. Why would you need a bug out bag? What kind of gear would you need? What would you do with this gear? Blah blah blah. And I actually think that they liked it. They thought it was interesting.
They liked to see the different types of gear that they didn't know existed and things like that. And they were really interested in trying to do the ferro rod and all that. Yeah. So I think that you incorporate those little things of like, not, a lot of it does have to do with camping, but you can just throw in some additional things of like, you can't go back to society. Now what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What kind of gear is going to make this way easier for you?
Yeah.
Instead of just, grabbing your silverware and dumping it in your bag, heading up the mountain.
And also, I think having a discussion, like, so, those kids, those scouts, they're learning like survival skills. They're learning
like knots and they're learning stuff
they're learning that stuff. But like, hey, what is a situation where you would actually need to do this and like talk
outside
about
of
those
just camping and when you're a scout leader?
Exactly. Yeah. So, talk about those situations that might happen, whether it be a pandemic or, a nuclear power plant melt, all those kind of things. Talk about them. I think they would be super interested in that stuff too.
Yeah.
And it gives them another like really practical reason to be learning stuff
right
that they're learning. Nuclear power plant merit badge.
Right.
Get that one.
Yeah.
No,
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Tim Bryan. As someone that requires epilepsy medicine, I'm always worried about a medicine shortage. There are some natural remedies, not just weed, that might control seizures. Would be worth the headache of trying them out. FYI, I keep a 180-day supply of my meds on hand.
That's awesome.
Genius.
Yes.
That's probably the very best thing you can do.
Good job, Tim.
So,
wonder if he knew Kobe.
Huh?
Wonder if he knew Kobe.
I don't know. Why?
Kobe Bryant.
Oh. Gotcha, man.
Kobe.
He knows one Kobe.
Yeah. I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know that much about epilepsy. Depending on how bad it gets, I think you should definitely consider it. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not consider looking at those alternate remedies.
Yeah, no, I think you're ahead of most of even considering like, well,
Yeah.
what if? Like,
Yeah.
no one does that.
This is the whole thing with the prepper mindset we were just talking about. Like, this guy has a prepper mindset.
Yeah.
Like 99% of other people that are on daily meds that keep them alive, they don't eat. They just know it's a blue pill they have to take at 11
Yeah.
a.m.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, that's as far as
Yeah,
they
their
go.
next refill is at the end of the month. That's
Yeah.
all they ever remember.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, my oldest brother actually has epilepsy,
I didn't
and
know that.
it's really it's pretty crappy to watch and see. And
Is he the farmer, the one that's still doing the
Yep.
the ranch, the farm?
Yep. So he and we've had like super scary instances where he's had a seizure while on the tractor and
Yeah, I
just
was
like cut
wondering.
across fields and stuff, like terrifying stuff. But the thing is, like, you've got to have a really good family plan to manage your seizures if you don't have anything to control them.
Yeah.
That they know how to take care of you when you're having a seizure. And, just the signs and symptoms of maybe some signs that you're about to have a seizure. Like, sometimes that does happen. So just your group understanding how to manage that and keep you safe
Yeah.
while you are without medicines and having seizures, then I think that's the best thing you can do. As for like medication trials, that's tough because my brother, when he's had switching medications and types, he goes through several weeks of just more frequent seizures. So that's the downside. If you're experimenting, I mean, you've got to have a plan for somebody to take care of you and watch you. And obviously, you don't want to be driving and stuff when you're doing these experiments.
This is not medical advice. By
Yeah,
the way.
exactly. The other thing is you can consider VNS surgery maybe for your seizures. That's the vagus nerve stimulator. So you could have that surgically implanted that cuts your seizures down a ton. Then, as long as the battery I think is good on those for up to 5 years or so.
There's a battery?
Yeah, it's like a pacemaker or a defibrillator,
Interesting.
but it just stimulates the vagus nerve when it when it senses a seizure coming. It's pretty cool.
Interesting. That's cool.
So those are options. It's expensive, obviously, but if you're really worried about having no medication or running out of medication, that's probably the ultimate way of controlling your seizures without worrying about the medication. But you really got to have a family understanding of how to take care, keep you safe during seizures, because there might be a time where you don't have anything to control them, which would be sucky.
That would be super sucky.
So. But good, man, you're way ahead of everybody by thinking about this stuff. Like, nobody does that.
Exactly.
I don't have any remedies.
No.
If that's what you're looking for.
I don't know either. This one came from, did you do that one or did I do that one?
I read it.
Okay. Lotus Landing is a small...
That's a good game.
Yeah.
It's coming out next month.
I've been playing the beta for a while.
Lotus Landing.
Lotus Landing. Is a small 2 to 4 seat airplane a good escape vehicle? For example, if you live on a grass strip and could fly anywhere up to, say, 600 miles, pending not real bad weather, possibly you had a second bailout bunker cabin near a small remote airport. Just curious if this is a logical SHTF option. Would rather stay in place, but sometimes you got to go. I think it's obvious that this is a great option.
Yeah.
I don't know why it wouldn't be. I'm trying to think
Thanks
of
for
the downside.
bragging, dentist.
Yeah.
We know
Why
you
don't
have
go-
a 2-seat airplane.
Why don't you go throw a crown on somebody real quick? All right.
I call this the air crown. Jump in. But yeah, that's an amazing plan. Like,
Yeah, why not?
I would love to have. I mean, that's what all the like super rich don't they have helicopters that take them to their?
They got whatever they want.
Little airplane. Yeah, they're all dentists.
Yeah.
So they're all invested in crowns.
All the biggest ones are dentists. You know that. We all know it.
Oh man. Yeah. So
Yeah, why
that's
not,
kind
man?
of perfect. So thanks for bragging.
It's got to be like one of the safest forms of travel during an SHTF situation.
Yeah, zombies can't fly.
Nah,
At least
we
not
don't
in
know
this
of. If that does happen, that's the next World War Z, probably. Brad Pitt fighting flying zombies. You imagine?
I'd watch it.
Fly by, grab his hair, and pull him.
Yeah, he's got a big old ponytail for sure.
Yeah. Jeez, got to get rid of that ponytail.
I know.
Brad.
Brad's all right. Let that hair go.
Yeah. Shave it down. Go back to your Ocean's 11 cut. All right.
Yeah. Go back to your freaking 7. That's a
7,
good cut.
Oh, gosh. Don't say 7. It's so good. It's such a good movie.
It is.
My gosh.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
All right. I read that one. You read this one.
Talk about Brad one more time.
Oh, Brad Pitt. Gosh.
You read the Lotus one, huh?
Yeah.
Casey Jones.
Casey Jones.
I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. You got to know what crumpet is to know what cricket is.
If you guys could only have one fixed blade
Mm-hmm.
knife, what would it be?
Whatever the most expensive one there
Excalibur.
is. Yeah. Excalibur.
Of the ones I've tried, I think yours is the same.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have the Tops Fieldcraft knife in my bug out bag, but I really like the Cub. It's very similar, it's just smaller.
Yeah, it's a smaller
A little
version.
stubby.
Kind
And
of
it goes real good with me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Thick
do
and
like
stubby.
but Tops knives, man, they build such good knives.
Look, I know there's better, more expensive knives out
Benchcraft
there.
and all that.
But like,
Was
it's
it Benchmade or Bench?
Benchmade, there's K-Bar, there's some that are really expensive, really nice. But I like it. I'm comfortable with the Tops Fieldcraft. It's if you want to do bushcraft and survival stuff, there's not a lot that are better, I don't think.
No.
I mean, in that price range.
Yeah.
Again, you can spend probably $1,000 and get something like insanely good, but this is like
But for what you need,
$200 or $300, you can get a great fixed blade. I don't know how much they are. I'm guessing it's about the price range of those. But they got the handle feels great. They've got the bow drill divot. They're that 1095 high carbon steel. It's just really solid, well made bushcraft / survival knife. So that's kind of where I would go.
138.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good price.
Yeah,
That's
138.
Jeez, that's a damn good price. I thought it was more than that.
Yeah, it's a solid freaking nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've always loved.
It's a nice one.
I always
a
loved
nice.
the Gerber LMF2 is one that I've liked as well.
Well, when I
Just
click
super
on that
solid.
link, never mind.
Hmm.
I think you're right. I think it is. Let's see. No, never mind. Nothing's working. Internet's down. Sorry about that. Just getting EMP to hit.
Probably.
Yeah, Amazon has one for 200.
Okay. About
It's a
two.
good knife.
That's a good knife.
Yeah.
It's great. Again, there's probably better ones. I haven't used every knife in the world though, so
Yeah, and I'm not. I mean, I love collecting them, but I don't. It's like,
I know.
look
Yeah.
at the sheath on that.
Yeah.
Good sheath.
Baby doll.
So, yeah.
It's a good one. Okay.
Yeah.
Cire Laraf. Is that how you say that?
Oh,
Cire Laraf. Laraf.
Sire. Yeah.
Laraf.
Yeah.
What? They sound like a weird animal. What preps are you guys currently working on? I just bought some gutters for my garage to collect rainwater for my garden and for drinking water in an emergency.
Nice.
Planning on working towards getting enough food for a family of 5 for a year next. That's a freaking chore.
Yeah.
For a year is not easy to do.
Great plans, though.
No, that's great. Right now, my biggest project is organization. Like that's like I'm trying not to buy too much more stuff this year. I just want to organize. I just wanted to make it look nice and feel nice when I go down in my room and be like ready to grab when I need it. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm working on. Everything's a mess.
Yeah. I can't imagine yours being like
It is.
That tells me how bad mine probably is.
No, it's bad. It really
because
is
your
bad.
stuff's like mostly still packaged up.
It's bad
My
right
kids
now.
ruin all my stuff.
Like I have probably 40 knives just like lying on top of a like a thing. So they're just like everywhere. I don't know what to do with them. I got to
Yeah,
figure
it's
that
hard.
out. I don't know.
I've tried a bunch of different things too. Well, you got a new. Well, no, never mind. I got that bag right.
Yeah.
The field. Anyway, man, fitness has been my
Yeah.
struggle. Like I go in these little bouts. I'll run on the treadmill for a week, and then I'm like, I need to do some weights. It's kind of like an ADD approach to fitness, and it's just not working out very
that
well.
doesn't usually work very well.
So it's like mine is this year is like I need to like get a good fitness plan because I may not be super overweight. Like I'm not where I'd like to be.
Yeah.
I'm not really that overweight, but I know the rest of me is just not cut out
Yeah.
to bug out or to bug
Yeah.
around.
I feel
I
the
ain't bugging
same
around
thing.
with his body. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that much.
I've been, man, ever since I went on that vacation, I've just been like, I haven't done much.
So hard.
I need to get back
So
into
dumb.
it. I need to get back to like 3 days a week at jujitsu, going hard.
I've been looking at some bikes, like just something that's a little nicer to ride around because I'm still sporting like the Walmart special.
Yeah.
Like
I don't even have one.
it's
I
like-
don't even have a bike right now.
Yeah, it's hard, and they're ridiculously priced nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like a car or a bike.
Yeah.
Let's get a car.
The hard thing with bikes, like I like bikes and they're fun, but you have to ride forever
Yeah.
to
You
burn
do.
the same amount
That's
of
the truth.
calories.
That's the other thing. Not if you get a BMX bike.
No.
Then you're really pushing
Yeah,
it.
but like you get one of those, you got to ride like 48 miles per 1 mile of running.
I know.
Pretty much. And so you're just like, gosh, I could be so much more efficient if I just did some sprints for 10 minutes
I
and
have
I'd be
some
done.
thoughts on that too. That's not like those guys are way fit. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, you have to go to 17 different towns to get the same of like me running on the treadmill for an hour.
For an hour, yeah.
Because their bikes are like so efficient and like streamlined. It's like, yeah, 10 grand for this. It's got like
I know.
like a needle width of a tire
It's
on
got
it.
like negative weight to it. It floats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of an effort to get on it than to ride it.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
But I'm like, but still, yeah. I'd like something that makes me excited to go out on the bike. I guess I should say that.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to like it. And that's, I got lucky that like with jiu-jitsu that it burns a freaking
I'm
crap
sure.
ton of calories.
I've never felt so exhausted.
And I like it.
by
And
just
so it's
doing one day.
Yeah, it's like, yeah,
1 hour.
like,
5 minutes.
in an hour, I'm going to burn, 1,000 calories or something. I don't know.
I don't think you have to worry about adding anything to that.
But I mean, I do because I don't lift weights. I don't do any other cardio besides that. So, like again, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I think fitness is a great one to work on as well.
So that's the only thing prep wise.
Guys, today's podcast is brought to you by TacPack. It is the only monthly tactical subscription box with useful professional grade stuff inside. Use our code CASUALPREPPERS. You're going to get a free $70 machine-made part from Next Level Armament. Don't ask me how they do it, but they do it. All right? If you got an AR, if you like guns, if you like knives and cool little EDC stuff, TacPack is for you. Use our code CASUALPREPPERS.
It's the perfect thing for gun lovers.
It is. Well, guys, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're the best, everybody.
Please continue.
Yes, please continue
to be the best.
We do have sort of a upcoming thing to announce. Some new content for you that's coming soon. And we're excited about it, aren't we, Cam?
Yeah.
I think maybe
I think
we'll wait.
you guys like miss out on listening to us more than once a week.
Yeah.
This might help you out.
This might. Ooh, that's just a little teaser, right?
Ooh.
Baby. That's all we got. Thanks, guys. Stay survived.